Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I am so excited to be back with a new game, What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, I have heard a lot about this game. It's been on my bucket list of games to play for years, and I just haven't, so I figured, why not now? Ooh, just like kind of giving me circus vibes, I don't know why. Whoa, oh, we're on a boat. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Do I not know how to open the— okay, I can't open the book.
Going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, whoa, that's a crazy looking house.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, doing things in this game is
Inside the
kind of
mailbox
difficult.
were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
See the bills.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
This game is absolutely gorgeous.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know, or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, look at the deer. Hello, buddy.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
I love the way that the words break apart when you run into them.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This cannot be structurally sound.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
This way?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh. Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Oh, that's sick. That's such a cool mechanic. Maybe the back door. Oh, well, let me just crawl through the doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, damn. Okay, so there's no power.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
I mean, there's a lot of books everywhere, but it does
But
feel
instead of a
lived in.
family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, wow, it's actually really pretty.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
There are so many books.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh, that's actually crazy to look at.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
1950 to 1961. That's weird. All the...
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
That's so weird.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Hey, it worked.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, wow.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
It's a bedroom.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, yeah.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, she was only 10. That's so sad.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay. I guess I'm playing as Molly now.
My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
But she's hungry.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Okay, don't eat the fish.
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste? Oh. Little girl, that's not good.
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Oh, whoa.
I was a cat.
That's crazy.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
This is actually kind of crazy. This is actually kind of fun, jumping from tree to tree.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
Whoa.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What is happening?
Rabbits.
Oh no, the bunny.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Ooh, dude, this is a very visual I do
Swallowed
not
him
like.
up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
This is crazy. But it's also, like, strangely beautiful.
A mama rabbit.
Another rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started
I do not like
choking,
looking at
but
that.
I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? I'm so confused. What is happening? Ow. I'm supposed to move? This is, like, impossible. What am I supposed to do? Okay, go. Go, Sharky. Go.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I don't know where I'm going. Oh, there we go. There she is.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What am I now?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people like me.
Am I gonna eat someone? I don't want to do that. That is weird.
It was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, and I'm eating a person. Cool, cool.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh, and I got him. Okay. There's one more we have to get, I think. And last one.
The last passenger. I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
This is getting really dark and really weird.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
'Cause this isn't weird at all. Oh my god, this is so hard to maneuver. There we go.
I got closer and closer.
Wait a minute. Are you saying where you eat one of the other family members? That's weird.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
What?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh my god, okay. That was insane. I guess we get to go to the next room? Oh, open the window.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's weird. Why would you... That's so weird.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, it's just... Like, I love pink, but that's, like, disgustingly pink.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh my god. Closing this book is so difficult.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house.
A mole man?
My mom was furious.
I feel like that's a little exaggerated. Okay. Whatever. Sure, Edie.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Oh, look at that. Something with a key.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Whoa! That is cool.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay. We're in another room.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, we're on a swing.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This is actually crazy. Whoa. And we go. Whee! All the way around. Woo! Heck yeah! Look at us go.
At the day he
Oh.
made up his mind to fly. And he did.
What? That was crazy. Did he just flew off. What?
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That's so sad. Why are there so many secrets in this house? It's so weird.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Barbara's.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, so we can't go that way.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
She was famous, I guess. Let's go back under here and go through. Yeah. Here we go.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another
Ooh.
ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him.
This is a weird way to tell a story. Like, not the comics are. That's not what I meant.
She
Like,
reached for
this is
the
just
music box.
different.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I just think telling someone's death like this is very weird.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh my god, you suck.
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
Not be angry too.
have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
More horror movie music. Perfect. A roller skate. Okay. Where'd he go?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his
Where'd he go?
breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
What do you mean?
She was going to be famous.
Uh,
Her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
oh, they're tearing her apart. What?
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ooh, that's
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
okay. Did not really like that, but okay. Yeah, why would you... Yeah, I did not like the on the back. Why would you make a story about that? Why would you
Edie told
keep
me all
that
Barbara
story?
wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's so crazy. I feel like this is also probably a really good place to leave off today's episode. That was absolutely insane. So I'm guessing what's going on is that there are fantastical stories to each one of the family members' deaths that we have to live through, which is absolutely insane. I am loving the concept of this game so far. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!